Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Tech Times exclusive interviews. And today we'll be talking about BuzzGuru. Now, what BuzzGuru is, it's a marketing tool, and they've got a huge platform. They're assisting more than 27.5 million influencers all across social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and about more than 205 million sites as far as like brands. They're doing all kinds of stuff. And who better to tell us more about BuzzGuru than their head of influencer marketing, Nadia Bubennikova. Nadia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's really exciting to be a part of Tech Times community.
Well, great. Yeah, we're so happy to have you. And this is something that is, it's on a bubble right now, I think, right? Like the whole influencer thing that's, it's just kind of taken over. But before we get into that, if you could just maybe give us a quick background on yourself and run us through the BuzzGuru story.
Oh, that's gonna take long. So, okay, just bear with me.
Okay.
So as you said, I'm head of influencer marketing at BuzzGuru. I've been with BuzzGuru for more than 3 years now. So I really had the chance to be with the company during all the stages of our development, of our evolution, I would say. So what I'm actually responsible for is for running the agency part, for keeping all influencer marketing campaigns in check, and to help our product team to really establish what is necessary for influence marketing brands, for influencer marketing managers to include in the product, to have in the product to really facilitate the influencer marketing campaigns that they are doing. So BuzzGuru is currently an ecosystem of all influencer marketing services, allowing brands to effectively collaborate with influencers, as you said, on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram globally. We have 2 of our own products today that are loved by the digital product developers. And as I said, our own influencer marketing agency that is helping those brands to build effective IM campaigns. So what we did is we had this huge list. I can't even describe you how big this list was, with all of our ideas and the needs that we had. So what we did is we actually combined all of that, and we decided to build the product that would be, first of all, helping our agency needs to improve the campaigns we did for our clients. And then the tool was live. We had it. We really had the chance to try it, to test it on our own skin, and see what is going great, what's going not so great, and what can be improved. Well, also we can add to get the most use of the platform. And we were developing it and adjusting and improving. And then we actually had a really cool product, this huge platform that has several platforms that you can search for influencers on, that has 2 main directions. And this actually turned out to be one of the most buzzing products on influencer marketing fields, I would say. So this is how we've come up with our own BuzzGuru Analytics, our own influencer marketing intelligence tool. So if I am to briefly speak about it, what our platform allows you to do is to work in 2 main directions. The first of them being searching for influencers, using different filters, using different metrics that can be applied by both the brands who are experienced in influencer marketing and just need help to facilitate and grow the volumes on their influencer marketing, and those brands who are just beginning their journey, that don't know much about how to evaluate and assess the influencers and their channels, and to forecast the performance that they are going to get. So this is the first direction, just influencer search, influencer analysis, and finding the most relevant creators to work with. And the second direction is actually my favorite one. It's more fun for me personally.
Mhm.
It's competitor analysis.
Okay.
So what our platform allows you to do is to look into what a specific company is doing in terms of influencer marketing.
Mm.
So you can check out a PC console game, a mobile app, a website or a service that is doing some promotion with influencers. And you can basically see what regions they're launching their campaigns in, what kind of influencers they use, how big their influencer marketing budget is approximately, what task assignments they use. Basically, you can just see the whole strategy that they have and that they follow.
Right.
So this is some kind of a spy direction. This is my favorite one. Yeah. The platform has been very popular with
Mm.
digital products of different kinds, as I said, and currently we have 4 platforms that you can search influencers in. This would be Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But initially, we started off only with YouTube and Twitch, since we were mostly oriented on gaming companies.
Right.
Then, of course, TikTok happened.
Mhm.
This huge boost of TikTok happened, and a lot of companies have been requesting, a lot of our clients have been requesting the TikTok feature and the opportunity to look for the influencers on TikTok. Even the companies who have been running YouTube campaigns for years, and these campaigns were super successful,
Mhm.
even these companies decided to try TikTok to see what it has to offer. So of course we had to follow the lead, and we had to include TikTok as one of our platforms.
Right.
And the last platform that we added was Instagram. Since there still are a lot of brands, a lot of mobile apps and mobile products that use Instagram influencers every day to promote their products. So Instagram was the last to appear, but currently we cover all platforms, and we allow to search for influencers on each of them, each with their like individual filters, individual metrics, CPM calculations, and a lot of insights in what to do with this or that specific influencer to really get the campaign going.
Okay, so let me see if I get this, if I have the right idea here. Because as you know, as I told you before we started, I'm somewhat ignorant, I guess is probably the best word when it comes to this type thing. So what you've, and excuse me for the analogy, but so what you've created here basically is like, it's kind of like a menu for brands, right? Like what exactly is it that you're looking for? Like I need someone this age that has this type of community surrounding them, like let's say makeup, for example, you know, and that they can then instead of maybe sending a research and development team or someone out into the depths of social media to locate these people, you pretty much say, here, you can find it right here. Is that
Yes, that's pretty much exactly what we do. So we have this huge database of
Mhm.
influencers from different platforms that you can search for and that you can sort and filter by different metrics. So I would say that the best example to really show how detailed it is to get an example of a gaming product. So for example, a specific PC game publishing company will be interested in finding the relevant influencers for their product. And what you can actually do on the platform is you can just decide, okay, I want influencers from the United States, for example, or from France or Germany, like any country you can think of. I need these creators to play the specific genre of the games to match our games genre for the campaign to be successful. Or you can even think, I actually don't think the genre is very applicable. I would like this specific influencers to play some specific games. So I'm only interested in influencers who play Call of Duty, PUBG, and any other game. So you can also pick some specific games that the influencer plays. And then you can think of, okay, I only need the influencers who have been playing this game for like last 3 months for the ads to be relevant and for the ad to be efficient, since their audience is so interested in that. So you can also pick the influencers who play specific games on their YouTube channels and who have been playing these games for a specific period of time, for example.
Right.
So it gets as detailed as you want it to get.
Okay.
Basically, the more filters you apply, the more concrete idea of who you're looking for, the better the outcome and the more value you're going to get from the platform.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, well, I can imagine how this is extremely helpful and time saving for these brands that really want to capitalize on, you know, the influencer trend. But I want to jump back for a second and kind of get into the nuts and bolts of this for our viewers, and that may be very much similar to myself, that aren't, you know, very educated in this area. And maybe you could explain to us kind of what is exactly a creative influencer marketing agency like?
Yes, sure. Of course, there are several types of influencer marketing agencies today. I would say that the basic ones would be like a client-oriented influencer marketing agency and talent influencer marketing agency.
Okay.
So talent influencer marketing agency is an agency that has a specific list of creators who are working exclusively with them, and this agency represents them. So whenever a client reaches out to the influencer from their roster, they are the ones who communicate, who provide the clients with like other influencers that they have, etc. So these types of agencies work mainly on the side of the influencer. But the first type that I have described are like client-oriented influencer marketing agencies. A very long description, but just bear with me. These agencies are mainly focused on the request of the client. So they don't specifically have some limited lists of influencers, but they can get all the influencers according to the client's criteria. So no matter how specific or complicated the product is and the demand and request of the client is, these types of agencies actually just go analyze this criteria and find relevant influencers that match those criteria. And I would say that a creative influencer marketing agency is falling into the first category, being the client-oriented one. Since this type of agency is not only responsible for compiling a list of influencers that would match your criteria, but these agencies should analyze what the client really wants, even if they have no experience, they actually have no idea what kind of influencers they're looking for. Or maybe they have like a general idea, but they're not very sure about it. And the creative influencer marketing agency should develop a whole strategy from scratch for each client, for each product, to come up with creative ideas on how to actually integrate the ad very natively and organically into the influencer's content, so that the audience would react positively and would actually just convert to final users of the product.
Right.
So the main difference would be that, yeah, pretty much as I said, the creative influence marketing agency has to do a lot more work than just compiling a list of influencers and representing them. Okay.
So now I want to shift over to, let's say, the influencers that are, not the influencers, but the up and coming influencers, those that are aspiring influencers. What is the criteria really to be featured? I guess, I don't know if feature is the right word, to be included on the BuzzGuru platform. Like, is it so many followers, so many views? Do they need to like apply? Like, how does Tech Times get on BuzzGuru?
Yeah, that's actually a nice question. There is no featuring of influencers, I would say, but basically how our platform works, it actually just parses all the info from YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. So whatever you see on YouTube, you can see on our platform, but already including all the metrics, the analysis, the quality analysis of an influencer. So basically, we just take all the info from YouTube, and then using our own AI algorithms, we work on this info to provide some specific metrics that would be valuable for the users.
So there was also a term I saw as I was researching BuzzGuru. I've seen it a few times, and rather than, really deep dive and figure it out for myself, I figured why not wait and let an expert explain it to me.
Yeah.
So
a nice move. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have content, right? But so what exactly the term is micro influencer, and so what exactly constitutes a micro influencer versus, I don't know, macro or established maybe, and why are they appealing to brands?
Yeah, that's also a nice question. You have a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, micro influencers are, as it follows from their name, influencers with less subscribers, less followers, and therefore less views than the average size, or like medium size, or macro influencers. So usually micro influencers are those who have less than 30K followers, if we're talking about like Instagram, or less than, I would say, 5,000 views if we're talking about YouTube. So they have a very close-knit community because they're not that popular yet, and those who follow them are actually really interested in what their content is, and in what this specific influencer has to say. So thanks to that, they have a very loyal audience. They have a very close-knit community, and that is actually the main reason why these specific types of influencers are very appealing to the clients. Simply because the conversion rates from the ads with these influencers should be much higher than with bigger influencers, for example. Because if we take a huge YouTuber with, I don't know, like 10 million followers and millions of views on their videos, not all of their followers are going to be watching their videos, first of all. And of course, not all of them are going to really believe what this influencer has to say. So they're not that interested. They may even be just following him or her for any random reason. They just decided to follow them one day, and they just didn't unfollow. So the bigger the influencer, the higher the risk of this mixed audience, and the risk of having the big share of the audience that is not that interested.
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much for explaining. That makes total sense now. I can completely, it's basically much more targeted, right? Like, yeah, because I follow people that I've been following for years. I've subscribed to people on YouTube years and years ago, and now I just never unsubscribe, but they don't even show up on my algorithm anymore. So yeah, so I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, we're running short on time. So I do want to talk about, I noticed you have different pricing tiers for BuzzGuru. My question would be, as as a brand, really, I guess, or let's use, again, let's say Tech Times, for example. We want to maybe delve into the world of, hiring influencers or whatever to promote our website, our YouTube channel. How do we know exactly which price tier we need? I think there's 3 or 4. So is there a way to what's right for me and my brand at different stages of my brand's journey?
So do you mean like the subscription plans that we have on the products, or just general tiers of influencer marketing? Because that's also a thing.
Oh, well, the general tiers of influencer marketing, I think, is the question.
Okay, so of course, in terms of influencer marketing, you always distinguish the influencers according to the tiers. hence the prices, hence the CPMs. So to really evaluate the cost of a specific influencer or of the whole campaign, first of all, what we have in mind is the region that we're promoting in.
Okay.
So from what countries would you like the audience to be? If we're talking about tier 1 countries like the United States, or basically like English speaking countries, France, Germany, Western Europe, all of these countries would fall into tier 1 category, and the influencers from these countries would be more expensive to run ads with. Influencers from tier 2 or tier 3 countries, of course, are going to be cheaper, but the quality of the audience may also be going down. So first of all, you have to decide what countries, what regions you're interested in.
Okay.
That is step number 1. Step number 2 is defining the categories that you're interested in and defining the interest of your target audience, because probably you won't be really interested in some kids entertainment channels or just general entertainments, prank channels. So if you're interested in some niche specific audience that is, let's say, interested in startups, in tech, in more mature themes, these channels are also going to be more expensive, simply because they know the value of their audience.
Right.
And that is what actually forms and calculates their price. Another thing to consider is the ad format, since if you just order a short 60 to 90 second integration from a creator, that's one price. But if you require a whole dedicated video review of your platform, showcasing different articles, different news, etc., then that is, of course, another level of effort. And that is, of course, another price tag.
Right.
So in influencer marketing, there are a lot of different metrics and aspects that form and calculate the final price of the influencer. So there is actually a lot going on. But if, for example, you're not using any tool or any influencer marketing platform, like our platform, for example, there are still some free ways to analyze the influencers and to at least initially evaluate if this influencer is very relevant for your promotion or not. That is actually why I would like to bring up our Chrome extension. It is the latest product that we've come up with. I think it was this month even. Because this extension is totally free. You can just install it on your Chrome browser. And then once you open up any YouTube channel you're interested in on YouTube, you can see some general info on the channel, the estimated price for an integration with this channel, some specific metrics like engagement rate, average views, the country, the contact info of the specific influencer. You can just copy it, paste to an Excel file, let's say, and then analyze it. So there are still some free ways to start with influencer marketing and to not be, I would say, frightened of it, since many brands actually are. When they're only in the beginning of their influencer marketing journey, some people may be unsure about whether this is effective, whether this is too big for them, whether this is relevant in terms of time, or this is just simply too expensive. But such free tools actually help you to get better understanding if you're moving in the right direction, and if this influencer or several other influencers are a better match to start your campaign and start low on smaller budgets, just testing everyone individually.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you kind of jumped into my final question, but other than the Chrome, no, it's all right, it happens. But other than the Chrome extension, is what can we expect to see from BuzzGuru in the future? Like any other?
Yeah, sure. Another nice question. You just keep on coming up with them. Okay. Yeah, we're actually currently working on some add-ons to our BuzzGuru Analytics. This is campaign management function.
Okay.
So actually what it does, it helps brands to not only search for influencers and analyze their channels and compile influencers lists on the platform, but it also helps them to run the whole campaign in terms of one platform without having to add a lot of Excel spreadsheets or a lot of documents, a lot of reports, etc., etc. It basically just unites all services and all steps of influencer marketing campaign in one place. So once you have the influencers that you're interested in, that you're working with, you can quickly add them into the campaign management section. And then you can track each step of influencer marketing campaign that is running with them. So that is our number one priority right now. So I think soon we will be coming out with that.
Okay.
And really helping our clients to build the campaigns efficiently and in one place, actually.
Okay, well, great. Well, Nadia, thank you very much. You taught me a lot today, so
Hopefully.
I really appreciate it. No, in all seriousness, I do now definitely have a better understanding, and I think that's basically why we're here, right? To educate people on what BuzzGuru does. And, for the brands that may be watching, like she said, you can go to BuzzGuru and see what may work for you. All the metrics, all the, the filters, you can find someone, maybe the perfect person to endorse your brand across the social media platforms. So yeah, Nadia, thank you very much. And feel free to come back anytime.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. As I told you, I can just go on for hours. So if you need another 2-hour lecture about influencer marketing, just hit me up.
Yeah, for sure. We may need to do a part 2 soon. Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
And if you enjoyed this video you just watched, please hit like and subscribe. And be sure to stop by techtime.com for the latest in news about tech, science, business, and so much more.